We've got the 1JZ. This is an unopened, fresh off the pallet 1JZ VVTi. We need to do a timing belt tensioner, the aluminum upgraded tensioner. Front main. Rear main. We got to get the pilot bearing out so we can put in the adapter bearing for the twin disc. Yeah, the twin disc CD09 kit. This engine basically, other than being fresh off the pallet, has these valve covers that I always keep with me. Even when I swap motors, I always keep these freshly powder coated pink Utah Powder Works edition valve covers. I absolutely love these. It's kind of a signature thing that I love about this car. Well, about having a VVTi 1J. These are some Chinese injectors.
I would say, yeah, injectors. What?
They're 800cc-ish, and I've used them on several engines, and I really like them. I was a little bit skeptical about using cheap Chinese injectors, but I have an injector flow bench, and so when the injectors showed up, we put them on the flow bench, and they were perfect, like perfect. And I've ordered probably 6 sets of these now and tested all of them, and
they've all been good.
They've all been really good. So sticking with these, I've already got a tune that's calibrated for those injectors, so this engine should go in and be awesome. Other than, unlike before, this engine is only a 1JZ. I almost always, well, I do always do 1.5 JZ because 2J blocks are easy to come by. So this will be unique in that way that it's a 2.5 instead of a 3 liter. And I'm hoping that gives us a little bit better fuel economy, but also 1Js have a really unique sound. Don't you prefer the 1J sound?
Way better. It's more revvy.
So I'm really curious to see how it's going to work, how it's going to sound, how it's going to rev out. We're putting a 3076 ball bearing GTX twisted motion turbo with a small AR, 60, whatever it is, 63 AR. And we got a Chinese manifold, which I wasn't too impressed with. First of all, they never fit.
Ever? All the holes are always...
Here, can you...
The holes are terrible.
Yeah, the holes never fit, so we're gonna have to oval out some of the holes. Like, so close, but
the
not close. So we have to drill out the holes or wallow them out. And cut off the wastegate tube. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Cut off the wastegate tube to reposition it, because normally it comes like that, pointing forward, but that's not going to work. We need it to point backwards. So I cut it off, and that's what I found in there. Had you seen that?
Yeah, I forgot.
That's like, so if we want full flow to the wastegate, we got to do something about that. But
and not run enough boost matter.
We're going to point this backwards. I'm going to wait till the engine's in the car so we can get perfect placement. Run a 50 mil wastegate, and for the first time ever in my entire life, recirculated wastegate, because this is street car. What are you doing?
Ranch.
It's gross. Don't get it on my camera. Ugh. So what we're gonna do is take off the front timing stuff. Front main seal, cam seals, timing belt tensioner bracket thing, pulley bracket thing, new timing belt, and then we're going to pull out the pilot bushing, pilot bearing, it's not a Nissan, and rear main seal. And we're going to do it in 40 minutes. Yeah? Yeah? 40 minutes? Yeah, like real mechanics. It's got the small jaw. Keep it off the seal if you can.
I'm gonna replace the seal.
I know, but still.
Why is it judging it up? You guys had it too far in there? What the hell? It's just bending it?
Bending what? Did you run this in to keep it tight?
Yeah. Because this one, it hits the things because it's so small.
What?
Like, just not get it in there all the way, like.
Did you have it tight like that?
Mm-hmm. This was slipping. See? It just pushing them together. See what's going on? It's just, it's not strong enough.
Why? So I've got this Milwaukee Impact. Whoa. The fuel 1/2-inch impact. Literally, I only bought this thing because it takes off 2J crank pulley bolts. And you see these marks I got on there. That is me marking how many times this thing has saved me from the pain of trying to get a crank pulley bolt off without this gun. There's been maybe 2 or 3 engines that this has not worked on, but I ended up buying this weighted socket. It's a 22mm weighted socket. You see how thick the walls are? It's like pretty heavy socket. It was, what was it, $35? But this socket, even on my Harbor Freight Earthquake Impact, does amazing things. So that, combined with this, gets off pretty much every crank bolt I've ever had to do. First things first, you gotta turn it up to level 4. Whoa. That's a two-handed job. Got it. Nope, it's even got rust on it. Or Loctite, no, it's rust. Corrosion of some sort. This thing's sick. I love this gun. And the weighted socket. Don't ever underestimate the weighted socket. If you don't believe me, just buy one and try it. Results guaranteed. The problem is they're so expensive. I really only have one size. I needed a 19, and I was like, I don't really want to spend $35 on one socket. Yeah, that's what I got. If you ever need it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I think you did it. I think you did it at my shop.
On a BMW?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was only like an M50 or something. I need to look at hammer.
What's Seth got going on over here? Oh, I put it back over here.
Oh, that's a big hammer.
What are you doing?
Well, because your tool that was supposed to get this off doesn't work for this, you now have to do this the old without tools.
Oh, so you went and got some paper towel?
Napkins. Because we don't have paper towels here.
Wait, where's your bucket of water to dip those in?
Rain, everything's wet.
Sick. What happened to your glove?
That's also, there's no more medium gloves around. I can't do anything about it.
Sick. So explain the theory here for people that have never done this.
So it acts as a solid that's movable. So when you have enough junk jammed in there, and the water just helps it kind of squish and whatever.
Well, water doesn't compress.
Well, yeah, but that's not the point. Kind of is, but this is more the point. It just helps you get enough in there that once you have enough, if you push in the center, it'll push it out the sides and push on the outside of the bearings and pop it out.
I've never had this not work.
I've done this probably 20 times, and it always works every time.
Yeah.
So.
Some people, I've heard people put grease in there. I can never find a bolt the right size to keep the grease from squeezing out around it.
We tried to grease once, it didn't work.
Yeah. And I've also heard of bread, wet bread.
I have heard that one too.
Yeah.
I don't like that one.
But I've never used napkins. This is the first. Hopefully
it works.
It's probably just gonna take twice as many napkins as it would paper towel. But the key to this, the key to this is finding a bolt that's like really, really tight in there. Because if it's not tight enough, the stuff will come out around it.
It's not that bad.
I mean, it can't be loose.
With paper, yeah. With paper, it doesn't really matter. With other stuff, it would. The water doesn't really matter if it's in there. That's just to help it like move around. The paper is what's gonna push it out, not the water. Almost there. Science rules. You like Bill Nye?
Huh? Yes.
You don't like him now, though.
Inertia is a property of matter. Bill.
Bill.
I just need that money shot. Hey! Ugh. Should I just leave that in there now?
Dig it out. That's our new Burt pushing.
That didn't take 8 minutes. That was pretty quick.
Good. That would have done it. Keep going. Okay.
Okay, so this is Nick Stucky, and Brandon had some technical difficulties. I don't know what he did. Something with his audio equipment. It's about to cut out in, I don't know, 5 or 10 seconds here, I think. I only looked ahead a little bit, by the way. I'm mostly just going along with this, and yeah, we're going to see what they're doing. And yeah, anytime there's just random people that I don't know Brandon's talking to, I assume they're from Portugal. That looks like he's Portugal the man, right? Okay. Back to cars. This is pulley related or something. I don't know. I haven't done this. I mean, I did some. Yeah, no, I did my belt, my timing belt on JZ, but I don't remember exactly. It's some tensioner or pulley or something. It's whatever. Oh, now we're on the clutch. Okay, so we're going front to back and splines. Something about lining up splines, maybe, or throw up bearing. I don't know what you're doing. I don't like. Like, I'm sure he's got some genius knowledge to just spill on you guys, but you're stuck with me, so I'm so sorry. Oh boy, what are we doing? I always worry about those pallet racks up top and like a random starter falling. God, I really have no idea what you guys are talking about. Like, clutch stuff and starter and teeth. I don't know. And more throw-out bearing action. Getting it greased up. That is water pump. Okay. Like, okay. Why are you pulling this nipple out? Oh, you're just messaging me now, asking how this is going. It's going wonderful. Kill me. I have no idea. Like, you're pulling this nipple out for some reason. I haven't done this before either, so I'm just... Maybe you... Oh, are you going to thread it? Are you going to... Yeah, you're going to put it fitting on. I know you. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I smell you're stepping in. Yeah, so he's probably... Yeah, basically, I don't know if these leak or what, but he's probably going to pull that, throw a fitting or something in there, and thread it and all that junk. But, yeah. I bet that's it. I'll give you $20 if it's not, but that's it. Yeah, no, for real. Look up top there and like look at all the crap that is up top of his pallet racks. Like, you know how buildings, like old buildings, old brick buildings and stuff that are like whatever 20 or 30 stories tall, and like eventually that stuff breaks down and like a chunk of brick falls 30 stories, and yeah, no, it's not gonna like always hit somebody, but there's that slight chance, like 1 in a billion, that it's gonna hit somebody. I feel like that with Brandon's shop and those pallet racks. Like some starter, I'm going to be there alone on like a Saturday night, and some starter is going to fall and hit me in the head, and I'm done. Like, they're going to church the next day. Nobody's going to find my body until Monday. I'm done. It's not going to work. Okay. So he's doing fittings. I got it right. Yeah. Come on. Okay. Just talking about, I don't know, dude. It's probably something with sensors and like MPT and 1.8 MPT, whatever. Yeah. PT. What, pipe thread versus, what's it? National pipe thread? Something like that. Yeah. I don't know. They're different technically, but people just jam it in. Yeah, you got to drill out the bung hole, so you got to pick the right drill. Yeah, he's probably talking about how this is his favorite Harbor Freight set. It has never failed him, even though he has to sharpen it like once a week and all that. Yep. Okay. Yep. I'm still on the right track. I guess things. So. Yeah. I don't know, like, any technical knowledge when it comes to threading stuff. Like, I don't know if there's a certain way he's telling you to do it. Just hopefully this picture works best for you, because you're not going to get much from me. I would probably just be jamming it in there. No, I'd probably still just be on the stock one. Yeah. No, but this is crafty. Like, if I were smart, I would actually do stuff like this, but I'm more of like, I'll just replace the water pump instead if it starts leaking. Or maybe it's just big for bigger lines. I don't know. Could be that too. I don't know if that would... Or maybe it's... I don't know. I don't know what it is. It could be some fix for something else. But yeah, I'm thinking cavitation or something. I know Jay-Z's kind of do stuff like that, but I have no idea. Now he's welding TIG stuff, I think. I don't know. I really don't know anything about welding either, so... Yeah, you're stuck with me for this whole thing. What do we have, like 5 minutes left? Yep. I really don't know what you wanted me to say here. Blue light, bald head. Icy hot. Yeah. Yeah. And cleaning it up a little on the wire. Oh, you got a new one. Good, because last time I was there, that thing was worn down so far. And like, you can see the stone is. What is this? Oh, good. You have to oval out those Chinese header holes. Yeah, that makes sense. Who would have thought? Just like you have to oval out the whole wastegate port. What is this? I don't know what he was doing there with the hammer, but sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wastegate. Okay. Cool. Flywheel. Okay. I really like this is. I have no idea. It's like he probably has some pretty important stuff to say right here, but yeah, like again, we're just rolling with it. I wonder what his demographic is. You should let me look into that. Like, are you guys like young kids? Or are you drift people? Like, what? Who's watching this? Okay. Come on. Yeah, I also have never used a multi-disc clutch. Okay, now we've got a time lapse. He's talking to Portugal the man still. Yeah. Okay. Okay, putting the trans on. Oh, they're probably... Okay, I know what the caliper was for now. They're probably measuring something with the throwout bearing and, like, travel and making sure it's going to be able to... Yeah, I usually... I'm the guy that, like, pulls his transmission 5 times and just tries to guess it and hope I got enough spacers in there. But, yeah, I also want to kill myself when I do that, so... This is probably the better way. Even though they did just take it off twice, but that's way easier than actually putting the trans in your car and then finding out, oh, you're still stuck in first even when the clutch is off. So, yeah. Oh, you got to oval out more of those holes. Wow, what a wonderful header. Wow, that's it? Okay. What? I hope you have more. Is that just a quick conclusion? I hope. Okay. I guess enjoy. Have fun with that. I don't know what else to give you. Good night.